Hey there everyone, it's me, Evilsaw13, and I'm back with another video. Now, I'll be showing you guys clay sculpture for my new upcoming mask design, Overlord. This is a design that has been in my mind for about almost 3 years now, believe it or not. At least the name Overlord is. This Overlord design has actually gone through a lot of design changes over the years, and I finally took the time to sculpt it and to see what I made, and whatever it is I made past weeks was something I am really proud with. You know, I'm really proud of the sculpture, and I feel like this is the perfect look for the name Overlord. Okay, so how long has it been for a new design? It's been a while. I think it was the last clay sculpture I showed you guys was Placebo. The Placebo, I think it was Placebo full head. Yeah. I'm just trying to get out as many new designs to you guys as possible, because I don't want to have no more time to do masks and videos like I used to once I get a job out there in the CG industries. I don't want to end up not having enough good work to remember me by, you know, because if you guys go to my fan page right now, and if you guys look up the photo albums, the only good thing you guys see there is Stigmata, the dark photography, the digital art photo albums. Anything before Stigmata I consider is crap, okay, believe it or not. Yes, that's just me. I'm really hard on myself when it comes to designing these masks as well as their videos, so pretty much in my opinion anything before Stigmata is crap, and that's not actually a lot of recent works for you guys to remember me by. So expect this year 2013 as well as next year 2014 to be all about new mask designs, you know, because there was once a time in my mask making years in which I just didn't really care about the alternates, you know. I just like doing mask designs. Once I make a new one, I make another new one, make its video, repeat the cycle, you know. Now I have alternates, so I kind of want to speed things up a bit, you know, when it comes to making these new designs for you guys. So, but anyways, yeah, so this design that I'm going to show you guys right now is the Overlord clay sculpture, and here is the actual sketch of it right here. I will tell you guys about the features of this mask in a sec. Alright, so now it's time to show you guys the actual clay sculpture, right? That's what you guys have been waiting for since you clicked this video. Remember, this is Overlord is a sequel to my 2010 mask design, Ravenous, if you guys still remember that. And this Overlord design is also heavily inspired by the Saw pig, for those of you who are a fan of Saw, just like me. But without further ado, I present you guys Overlord, the clay sculpture. Alright, so here's the actual clay sculpture, ladies and gentlemen. This took me quite some time. You guys gotta remember, when I'm doing a clay sculpture of a new design, I don't technically work on it every single day, you know, because I got some other stuff to work on, you know, such as final projects, midterm project, class work, videos, character models, other masks, custom masks, you know. So I got a lot of stuff going on in my life as an artist, so I can't really concentrate on just a clay sculpture, you know. But when I do work on a clay sculpture, I tend to do a mass amount of progress on it for every time I work on it. You know, does that make sense? But anyways, yeah, here's the clay sculpture. Here's the right side, and here's the left side. Alright? Before I actually talk about the details and the concept of this magnificent piece right here, this new mask design of mine, let's actually look at the rough sketch that I did a couple months ago, and let's talk about the features that this thing is gonna have. I planned for the lower jaw to be detachable. Completely detachable. It will have its own strap in addition from the upper piece, you know. And the reason for that is because I want this piece to have a movable jaw. And as you all know, if you guys have been keeping up with my work, I actually already did this before on a mask similar to the style of this sculpture, this design. And that design was actually a custom mask. In fact, it was my first custom mask. It was designed by Eric, as you all remember. That was my first custom mask. I did something similar to the lower jaw and how it moves, and I'm pretty much going to apply that technique that I learned from making his awesome custom mask into my own. that's why I like doing custom masks, is because I tend to learn a lot of new things, a lot of new techniques, and I can pretty much apply those new techniques on my own work, you know? So yeah, Overlord is gonna have his own detachable strap-on lower jaw, and it's gonna move perfectly with their own jaw, okay? And some of you are probably wondering, why is there a piece right here? And the reason why is because I want this, what is this? Was there scratches on this? But anyways, as I was saying, I want Overlord to have hair coming down, similar to how the Saw Pig is. And like I said, as you all know, at the beginning of this video, I did say that this was heavily inspired on the Saw Pig. And this is also, quote-unquote, a sequel to my 2010 mask design, Ravenous. So, yeah. This is the area in which I want the hair to be falling down. Okay? So that's that. If you guys are wondering, I will be casting this in latex. Thick latex. I will reinforce the latex so it will keep its shape. So it's like the perfect material for designs like this. So now let's talk about the concept of this mask. So I'm not actually going to explain to you guys the full symbolism behind this, but I will tell you guys the concept behind it. You guys are probably wondering what kind of animal this is. Well, it's kind of hard to tell, right? I mean, this thing does have rabbit ears, so it can be a rabbit. But do rabbits have long snouts like this? I don't think so. In fact, I have a reference for what a rabbit looks like right there. See how they have the reason why they're cute is because their face is a bit of like a oval shape, and look at the space between their eyes. Look at that huge gap. I don't have that on mine, do I? I don't have that on mine, as you can tell. So it can be a rabbit, or it can be a wolf, or how about the pig? To be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I combined the three together, so this is actually three animals in one. That's how I see it. I don't know how you guys see it, but that's the concept of it, okay? So it pretty much has the innocence of a rabbit, the predatorial power of a wolf, and also the aesthetic of a pig. I didn't have to add that pig essence to it, but as I just love how the saw pig looks like, you know, and I have a picture of it here. This is a bad replica of the actual mask used in the movie, but it's close enough. Look at the fat, you know. I love that. That's why I want there to be a pig essence to this, so I can actually apply some fat on it, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did. And so the reason why I combined three animals is because they're both metaphorical to the meaning of this, okay? The reason why this design is called Overlord is because it actually talks about overcoming certain emotions that seem to take over you in life. One of them is fear. On the finished mask video of this design, I will actually be talking about a certain experience of mine in the past that scarred me for life. But in the good side, I ended up becoming a lot stronger. I ended up overcoming my fear of certain people in this world. To be more clear about that, I'm talking about bullies. Okay, so I'm pretty much going to talk to you guys about how I came about with that and how I overcame that. And for those of you who still don't get how the animals are metaphorical, if you think about it, this design right here, you can't really tell if it's a predator or a prey. You know, like I said, it has the essence of a rabbit, the innocence of a rabbit. What do rabbits eat? They eat carrots, you know, grass. I don't know what the hell they eat, but I know they eat carrots. Rabbits are actually one of the lower animals in the food chain, okay? So they're the ones that get eaten a lot by wolves. What else? You know, and other vicious creatures out there that lurk at the night. In a way, I was a rabbit in my middle school years, you know. I was always the one running away. I was always the small one. I was always the one getting picked on. I was the victim. I was the prey. Later on, I overcame that fear of certain people. You know, you just have to realize you have to stand up for your own, okay? You can't let people do this to you. And around that time, I started to evolve into a predator, you know? I started to overcome my emotions of fear from bullies and people who just, I don't know, who are jealous of my life. I don't know why they pick on me, but that's how I implemented that wolf structure. So this is the upper mat. Look how it's shaped like a wolf, as seen right here. I was actually studying the anatomy of a wolf. That's pretty much why there's a wolf there and a rabbit, right? So it's pretty much the prey and the predator all in one piece. And of course the pig, like I said, the pig is there to make it look cool. You know, it doesn't really have a particular metaphor to it, you know? So that's important. Those two animals are important. The prey and the predator. The rabbit and the wolf, you know, all in one. In fact, now that I look at it, Overlord looks like a creature that was once a rabbit, but then as time went by, he gathered all that hate and energy and he used it for good for himself, to better off himself, and that's how he ended up like this, you know? He's still a rabbit, but, you know, he's a predator now, you know? Does that make sense? Do you guys see how I'm relating my own life to the concept of this piece? You know, that's pretty much why it looks like this. You know, that was the basis of it, you know? And I like it a lot, okay? So that's that. Now let's talk about the details and structure. As you look closely, there's actually some holes right here. That's actually because I want this to have broken stitches on the eyes, symbolizing that sometimes you need to undergo something very painful in life, something dramatic, something that will scar you for life, in order for you to see the world for what it really is. So I wanted to have broken stitches in both eyes. Notice how it has wrinkles. You guys can actually count this as stitches, you know, because I like doing random details. Some details I can't even understand sometimes, but you guys you have that the whole details right here, because again, notice how there's like a seam line right here. That's obviously the area in which I'm going to cut this lower jaw piece off. So I can't just leave it blank, you know. I wanted to have some sort of detail that flow with the seam line, and that's pretty much what I did, okay? And also the fat, if you look at it in a side view, you can see all those bumps and ridges. So it's cool how I did that. It was actually pretty difficult because it's such a huge ass sculpture, and it was quite hard. It's quite hard to do that, actually. So you got all those nice fat rolls of fat hanging down. So it looks good. It really emphasizes that this is also a pig, to a certain extent. This is a really heavy sculpture. What I had to do to balance all this was actually put some not wet, but melting oil-based clay right here to actually, you know, stiffen it up. And this stuff works great. As I said at the beginning, or somewhere in this video, I don't always work on my clay sculptures every day. So oil-based clay is like the best clay for me because it doesn't dry out, it doesn't crack. I don't have to put water on it, you know, it's there and it will always be there until the next time you work on it, and that's what I love about this clay, okay? And let's talk about the paint job. I'm not gonna spoil what it actually looks like. I'm not gonna tell you guys the colors that I'm gonna use, but I will tell you guys this. I want this thing to look war-torn, you know. I want this thing to look as if he's gone through a lot of stuff in his life, you know. This creature right here, this creature that was once a rabbit, I wanted to make it look like he went through a lot of things in his lifetime. So how do I do that? Well, I can airbrush a very subtle bruise, like an eye bruise right here. I can have a nosebleed right here because someone might have punched him, you know. You see how everything relates to bullying as a victim, you know. You see how everything relates to a very traumatic experience in your life. That's pretty much how I do symbolism as well as the concept. Those two things, symbolism, metaphorical symbolism, and the concept and design of the mask, those two things have to relate to each other, as well as the name of the mask, which is Overlord. So Overlord is pretty much a name given to something like this that overcame its fear of certain things in life. And it's quite a powerful name for a big mask. I think it matches the name. I don't know about you guys. And I got something from Twitter. But anyways, yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Remember, I will have more mask design clay sculptures, okay? this is just one of the new ones. I will be making more in this 2013 year, and maybe 2014 if I have enough time. Alright? So again, if you guys haven't checked it out already, please check out my website. As of now, it is not finished yet. As of June 18th, 2013. I will finish it later this year though, don't worry. That'll be www.juanfreakshow.com. Again, that's my website. And if you guys haven't already, please like my fan page. Please support me. That'll be facebook.com/JuanFreakshowCaparis. And if you guys have a Twitter, why not? Follow me. Please follow me. I tweet pretty much every day, every time I create art, so you guys know what the hell is going on. That'll be twitter.com/evilsaw13. And if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube if you guys are new to my videos. So please like this video, comment, share, favorite, whatever it is you guys do. Alright? This mask will be done real soon, and I will have the video for you guys real soon. Alright? Cool. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. And if you guys have a Twitter, why not? And if you guys have a Twitter,